teach with your behavior. That's why I always tell people, one of the greatest things that you can do to help other people do tshuva is tell them your story. Tell them how you did tshuva. Tell them how you're doing tshuva, the struggle that you're dealing with. We have a section on our website called TeShuva Stories, where different wonderful people from around the world that have been influenced by our work over the years wrote a letter, wrote a different story about how they did tshuva, where we came into the picture, and once a week, Baruch Hashem, we publicize it, and these stories motivate people much more than the shulim sometimes. And the reason why is because in a shul, you're going to hear what I'm saying now. You're going to hear what I'm going to say tomorrow. You're going to hear different shulim, different things that sages said, and some things seem like they're impossible for you to do. Some things seem like they're, so unreachable. Some things seem like they're unimaginable. It's too big for me. But when you hear somebody else do tshuva, that had a life just like you, he also came from a different religion. He also believed in Yoshke at one point. He also was married to a non-Jew. He also was eating taref. He also went to public school. She also had this. She also had that. And she did tshuva. That means I could do it. Because I'm just like her. I'm just like him. He's a person. He's not a rabbi. His father is not Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai. Rabotai Karim, sometimes these stories are worth 1,000,000 times more than a lecture. That's why, till this day, Baruch Hashem, the most popular and influenceable lecture that we've ever had has been the personal story. Now, technically, if you listen to the personal story, the original version, 2.5 hours, there's a little bit of Torah in it, Baruch Hashem, but it's tiny comparison, percentage-wise, versus the amount of the personal story that's non-Torah. It's just my life. And you compare it to the other shulim that we had. Let's say, for example, the Pirkei Avot series. Pirkei Avot series, average shiur was 3 hours. Out of the 3 hours, 2 hours and 59 minutes and 40 seconds, Torah. 20 seconds is the intro. I'm horrible at jokes, so none of the shulim have any jokes. The joke is there's no jokes. That's the joke. 3 hours shiur, the whole thing is Torah. That 3 hours shiur helped a lot of people. But in comparison to the personal story, can't compare. The amount of people that have done tshuva from the personal story is unimaginable. It was worth suffering just for that. It was worth all the surgeries, the money loss, the enemies, the headaches, all the things that happen and continue to happen. All that stuff was worth it just for one single Baal tshuva. But there's been tens of thousands of people that have changed their life. So now we did the movie, Baruch Hashem, even more people. That's why I tell people, do yourself a favor, tell people your story, how you did tshuva. Why? Because sometimes that story could save another neshama that's not going to watch a shiur with this guy with a beard and the hat and the whole thing. But they'll watch some regular average Joe that has a little kippah on. It tells him that he used to believe that he came from a monkey, but today he only believes in HaKadosh Baruch Hu. This woman that she used to look like a rock star, but today she has kisur rosh. She looks at tzadikah, she came from Mount Sinai. How could it be? I'll listen to her. Why? She's like me. Just there's a before and after. She's already on the after part. I'm still in the before. I want the after though. This, Rabotai, is simply putting yourself in a situation where you become a Kiruv machine by yourself. You could send us your story. Please make sure to add how you're connected to Bezrat Hashem and our teachings at all. If you've never learned anything from us, then there's other organizations that you should send it to that helped you, so they could benefit out of it also. Like if you, let's say, for example, benefited from Rav Mizrahi, then send Rav Mizrahi the lecture that so he can publicize it. If you benefited from my shulim, send it to me so I can send it to people so people can make the connection. You could still send me anyway, even if you didn't benefit that much. But the point being is that you want other people to follow the same path as you. So far we've done a bunch of different letters. Then we did a few small videos with the wigs. B'ezrat Hashem will also do some other videos with other people. But the point is, Rabotai, is that this shows us that HaKadosh Baruch Hu can allow every single one of us to help other people do Kiruv simply by our behavior.